The reality is that the economy can only absorb so many formal jobs.
Exactly.
Real opportunity is in making sure people are building their own businesses, their own enterprises. What CAPACITI really does is that they incubate a whole human being.
There's so many opportunities that we're able to kind of open the doors to if we remain flexible and agile ourselves. And I think UVU Africa has been really good at doing that. Not just staying at the forefront, but being a bit like future focused in that as well. Like this is what's next.
I mean, that's 100% right. You know, we're trying to make sure that not only are our regional economies future fit and ready for what's coming next, we're also trying to make sure that young people and entrepreneurs are also future fit.
Yeah.
Right? And that's, I guess, the heartbeat of what CAPACITI does, right? It makes these young people future fit, not only in formal employment, but increasingly it's about what are other opportunities for building your economic well-being. CAPACITI is starting to build those skills and that resilience and that future fitness for young people.
As much as it's been organic through shifts in technology, innovation, learning about the potential of Africa and Africans, it's also been very intentional because we've always been demand-led. We've always looked at what's happening around us. It pushes us into this new version of CAPACITI where we're saying, like, what next? What's more? How do we go bigger? And how do we increase our impact?
I'm so excited about this new vision of where CAPACITI is going. We've had a lot of success at CAPACITI in helping young people access formal careers and exciting careers that are enabled by tech or in tech directly. You know, up to 1,000 people a year, every year, into amazing technology jobs. But this is really the formal employment side. How do we be able to scale more opportunities for people? And this is now this evolution for CAPACITI and integrating what the group has been doing in entrepreneurship support and integrating it into CAPACITI's core offering, which is not just about incubating young talent for formal employment, but incubating talent for being great entrepreneurs, incubating talent for being great in the gig economy. The reality is that the economy can only absorb so many formal jobs.
Exactly.
Real opportunity is in making sure people are building their own businesses, their own enterprises, thinking about themselves as enterprises, as freelancers. And that's where the big economic uplift is for young people.
We've always believed in the potential of young Africans and of Africa as a whole, but CAPACITI has the benefit of being wholeheartedly invested in the potential of the individual, but also the benefit of being able to rely on a group that understands entrepreneurial development, especially from a business perspective. We have a fantastic combination of business side and human side going into this next journey. Like, it's just the coming together, I think, of something that really can make a difference across sectors, rather than just being focused on getting the young person into a tech career.
You know, historically, of course, we've been helping young people access tech careers, but this is not just about that. This is actually about saying, how do we use tech and innovation to enable young people across multiple sectors, across multiple opportunities, and if you can enable people with these skills in whatever sector they're occupying, does make them future fit.
And that future-proof piece is important to CAPACITI because we want people to go into careers. But there's a piece of that goes into the entrepreneurial mindset as well. Because an entrepreneur needs to be resilient, they need to be agile, they need to have a certain level of self-belief. So when you do some studies into what makes entrepreneurs successful, it's often about the person and the behaviors. We have a deep understanding of human capital development at CAPACITI, and we have really robust methods to understand where people are going to be set up for success. And being able to look into those and partner with the rest of the group into entrepreneurial success is very exciting.
People ask if CAPACITI does training. I say, like, of course, that's only an element of it. What CAPACITI really does is that they incubate a whole human being. And the incubation of a whole human being to be a great contributor to society, to really flourish in the professional environment, whether that professional environment is formal employment, a job, or that professional environment is running your own business. CAPACITI at the heart incubates young people to really fully flourish in the professional world. So it's kind of locking into the UVU Africa ambitions for the next 10 years. You know, we have an ambition of being in and helping to transform 20 African city regions into inclusive innovation hubs and economies. And you know, we're doing this throughout the group by stimulating work in biotech or other selected sectors like creative or edtech. And how we then make sure that we bring the inclusivity part in is really doing this through capacity. So as we scale to 20 African cities, we're really going to build the inclusive pathway piece through scaling capacity. And those pathways are entrepreneurship or formal employment.
Things that people have not necessarily always seen as the standard route, things that they are actually able to now tap into. I mean, the world is open. The world is open, and tech and innovation gives you access to that open world.
So Chanél, looking if you to put yourself 12 months from now, or even let's maybe even go further out, you know, 2 years from now, what would you be excited for the capacity would have done? So what does success look like? What are you hoping that we achieve over the next period?
I think we measure ourselves on impact. So the bigger the impact, the greater the success. I mean, we've got a plan for next year for 1,001 sustainable livelihoods. That's through your career paths. That's outside of what we're wanting to do with entrepreneurship, which is really big and really like scalable in our minds. More locations, more talent at source, and opening up, I think, opportunities to what's out there and what's possible. And we want people to actually start thinking big.